When it comes to hotels, I think my favorite color is red, especially when it's dark red, like burgundy. This is just perfect. So we just checked in quite late. Obviously, the perfect time to check in is around between 12 and 3 o'clock, but we got lost, like completely lost, and it's 11 o'clock, almost midnight. I haven't checked the time, and I'll show you the room. I was really surprised. So this is how we come in, and when we arrived here it was totally dark. Maybe yes, so when we arrived it was dark. You could see it, you could see the silhouette of a bed, so you notice that basically one step and you already need to jump on the bed to get in. But the good thing is, so we needed 5 minutes to find our way. So if you are a seasoned traveler like me, the first thing you check is basically it's a pocket and you need to use your key card and put it in that pocket, so you get the electricity for the whole room. And when you leave the room, you take out the card from this pocket and the electricity will go down. This is for safety measures, so if you leave whatever equipment you have on, you're not gonna burn down the building basically. And it's obviously saves energy, and you know what saves energy saves the planet as well, or at least that's the idea. So then after 5 minutes we find this, and it doesn't work. Okay, so we need to turn on this one as well, and yes, perfect. So there is, yeah, that's my shoes. Actually I ruined the shoes in Disneyland because we walked so much. And well, I'm not gonna complain about the waiting times for the ride, because I don't know, somehow I just loved it. Sometimes we needed to wait for 30 minutes, sometimes 1.5 hours, sometimes 2 hours, but I'm okay with it because, you know, that's it. It's like a cool down period between rides in the Disneyland. So we have decorations here. Look, coffee, new, rock and hard rock, and look at this dress. Obviously there's a problem, mismatching in times, and I love it. It's a mishmash of things, and I absolutely love it. And I kind of expected this kind of things, but you know, when I arrived to the reception, there was 2 guys, really cool ones, no suit, don't worry, just they are in t-shirt, they were taking their time, 2 men in their 20s, 30s, and one of the guy who was helping us to check in had nail polish, black nail polish, and quite rich in jewelry. I said, okay man, you're really cool, maybe I see you here, maybe I see you in the disco as a DJ, you know, pretty cool stuff. And somehow I thought that they were in a white plain shirt, but ironed shirt, and I thought the hotel rooms will be small with the white walls and basically no decoration, nothing very business-like, very like, you know, like a traveler. You come here, take the room, maybe you take a room not even for a day, for hours, and then you sleep 4 hours, then you're on the train and that's it, you go. And no, this is not the case. They actually made an effort to design this room, and I'm going to show you. So the name of this place is 25 hours, and I love these ones. Look, and then now we turn it back on. I love it. So this is the lamp. Look at that thing. What is this? What is this? It looks like, you know, we were in a hotel a few hours ago in Disneyland, in the Bay. That was the name of the hotel. And we were thinking about, when we were at the reception, we were looking at the other people, the other guests checking in, checking out, and we were so surprised that how come that our history is thousands and thousands and thousands of years old, and we just recently, in the last few years, discovered a bag with wheels on it. Until now, everyone carried everything, and it's so easy to just carry things on a wheel. Look, it has a wheel and you carry it and that's it. And for the kids, have something like this, so they can actually sit on it, and the parents, they can just pull them, and that's it. So it looks like a bag and wheels, and look at this, recycled plastic, but the parents can just pull the kids around. Okay, so it says, let's spend the night together. Let's spend the night together. When we arrived to the reception, it has not a real door, but a glass door. It's okay because they have a reception 24/7, 24 hours a day. So basically the door is always manned. It's safe and secure, and it looks like a startup company. It really looks like a startup company's office with really high ceiling. And there are bags. You can buy bags there, and on one of the bags said that you look good when you smile and you look good when you're naked. Or something like that. Look at the pillows. I love the pillows. I should remove, this is my bag, I should remove it because it kind of ruins the picture here, but I think it's gonna be great. That's my phone here. Basically, we spent 3-4 days in Disneyland, and my phone was always around between 1% and 11%, and that's it. But right now, that was the first time, but the memory was okay. The memory was alright. So this one is open here. Number 87 is here. Sheriff. He wakes up every day, responsible for an impossible goal, keeping the entire Garden North clean. Alright. Good luck. Good luck, man. Meister 87. Good luck. Okay, moving on. Look at this. That's it. This is our pillows. These are our pillows. Look at this one. We didn't have this kind of TV in Disneyland. This is so huge, so perfect. Moving on, I want to know what's inside. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna put some coins in, just for fun. Okay, actually... Okay. Good. We had this kind of green guys in Disneyland as well on a parade. They were singing and stuff, and there is one Toy Story toy kit parachute, and we did that. It's a free fall ride, quite cool. Tomato sauce, you know what it reminds me? For a few years I lived a place in East London, and it had like a sort of like a startup place, a pizza place, and everywhere as a design, they had no design, they had zero design, but everywhere there was stocked up, piled up to the ceiling, this kind of tomato sauce cans. I don't know if it's a good advertisement for a pizzeria, but it was always full. I lived there for years, and the pizzeria was always full. And when I was going home, I was walking along the street. I saw people with that pizza box with the brand. So probably it's okay. So we have another mishmash pictures here. We have this guy here who has this dress from a couple of hundred years ago, and then we have a French street photography with flowers. Oh yes, I was actually working a couple of months back in a place, and a lovely lady from the States came to me and gave me one of this sort of stuff, lavender, and said that I need to put it in to go home and put it in a place where I keep my shirts, and it will keep it fresh. It will smell like lavender. It's actually, look, the color, like the lavender color here, look, lavender color. I didn't mean to rip this out. Look at this, nanny. You will learn. I was born in Hungary, in the capital, in Budapest, so I can teach you some Hungarian, and I will do it right now. Look at this word. Neni means lady, an old lady. So when you say good night, you say jó éjszakát. Okay, this is notes. This is a phone. I love this phone. Maybe I do some scenes with it. Oh my god, this is great. We have the plugs. Yes, good. You know, I live in England and we have different kind of plugs, but I have something to put it on mine so I can top up my batteries. Moving on, we're gonna put our jackets here, but you know, it's July, so it will be fine. I don't have a winter jacket. I will show you quickly this one. My god, if you look around this place, look at that, the can, look at that, the can, the bed and everything. It's very upbeat, very, like, I feel like in a startup company's office. And now let's go to the terrace. Welcome to Paris. Wait a second, I move this one. Look at that, free beer. Okay, now we go outside. I wanted to make this video quick, you know, like 10 minutes, but it's already 11. Sacré-Cœur. Oh my god, you know, a few years back, before everything, you know, the lockdown, the restrictions, and everything, I had a hotel here, the other side of the Sacré-Cœur, near to Moulin Rouge, in a Pigalle, Place Pigalle, and I made a video, and I absolutely loved that hotel. It looked like the Love Hotel. It had red all over it, the dark red, you know, the burgundy. It looked like it looked like something out of a movie, like a very cheesy movie, you know. But this one, it looks like a startup office. You know what? I have to tell you that actually I got my money's worth. And I need to tell you another thing, that I wanted to book a room few hours ago, and basically all the hotels here are completely full. Before Disneyland, for a couple of days, I stayed in another hotel, again near Pigalle. And I called them first, and they said they are completely fully booked. And I checked other hotels, everything was fully booked. And I was so lucky to get this one, and you know, getting a room when you have no choice, basically. This was basically my last idea. And getting a room like that, I'm so lucky. And look at that, this is Garden Nord. I live in England, I live in London, so every time I come here, I don't not use an airline, I don't fly, I don't go with a plane. I just take the train called Eurostar, and it's basically 2 hours to come here, and you're not that tired like after a flight. You just go on a train, 2 hours, and you end up in Paris, which is it's a completely different world than back at home, back in the UK, and it's just lovely. And now we are here in Garden Nord. Look at this building, so gigantic. It's really a dream come true, and it's just so funny that whenever I take a hotel in Paris, I can see the Sacré-Cœur from my, is it terrace, balcony, how you call this? It's basically, is this one. It's an ashtray. I have some flowers. Yes, they are kinda seen better days. Okay, look at that, look at those guys. All of them running. Some we actually got lost, and to come here from Disneyland we obviously took the train. It's €5 to take the train, and it takes you to Paris, because it's from, I remember from Pigalle it was like 30, not miles, kilometers, 30 kilometers to go to Disneyland. And we came back